dirty hands. Purple cabbage, I used to know the variety, don't know anymore. Lettuce, there's a romaine lettuce there, another romaine. This is crossed. I had a deep red, kind of like this, and it crossed with a green, and so it made that pretty color. Those are really pretty. I'll walk down there. And then I have sort of a fluffy leaf lettuce. So these are delicious, whatever they were. And then I have green onions. I staggered out my purple cabbage, so this one's probably the next to go, and then this one I already ate. There used to be radishes over here, and those were pulled, and so I can't remember what I put in there, but it's breaking through, so we'll figure it out. And that's, I think it's called Giants of Italy dill, or Mammoth dill, something like that. So, and then this is a big boy hybrid F1 from Johnny Seeds, and it did not disappoint. It's just it's gorgeous, this right here. So as you can see, it's loaded for tomatoes, and I'll show you more on the other one, but let's keep going. Okay, so these are all Hercules carrots, also from Johnny's. I have celery in here that's new. Well, I did it last year, but it's new since fall. I had to wait for it to cool down. We're in Florida. And there's another row of it right there. This is a different type of cilantro. I don't know which one that is. And then this was cilantro I got from Johnny's, but I'm not sure. I can't remember. So this is broccoli, and it should have already been further along. But I had squash in here earlier, like I planted in August. And then by September and October, we had more squash than we knew what to do with, between the mushroom compost and the pine mulch. Just made a fabulous garden. So, and then I had, it starts with a D, I can't remember, but it was a cabbage. And I had like 10 of them, and then this is the only guy that survived, and he's just beautiful. I love the color, but don't know what it is, but it should be a white cabbage. More and more broccoli. Usually I have so much more broccoli than this, but this is what happened this year. So this is just like a big box store pepper, and it's always looked crappy, but it has produced some peppers, so we let it go. This broccoli went to seed, or went to flower, excuse me, after I picked the main head, and some side shoots. Here's another one ready to go. And once again, this is the big boy F1, and there it is over here too, the middle plant, and then I have an end. I did a whole row, but that's what just happened after all that heat. What we had unusually hot fall, which really stunk for some things in the garden. And as you can see, this is loaded. It had, I believe I counted 17 or 18 on it. The middle one had 15, and the one on the end had 17 also. So here in this row is also the Arrowhead lettuce. This is, now these are new. These are Baker's Creek seeds. So this is an orange, I'm trying to think of the name. Oh, Danvers? I think that was what it was. Then I had yellow, Amarillo. That's not, I'm killing the name. And the Pusa Asita, which is almost black, deep purple. This was the home right here of my cucumbers, which were Socrates, and wow, they did fantastic. They killed off the snap pea. Well, the heat killed off the snap peas, but they were next to each other, so I just opened up the whole area because it was producing so good. And then when they were done, I put these carrots in. I believe this is Mexican heather in here. I have 3 in the garden and then 1 right here on the end. This is Everglades cherry tomato, and I have chives under there. I don't know which type those are. And aloe, and I did have oregano. Oh yeah, it's dying, so I've not been good to that oregano. Last year we had 6 pineapples, so I'm hoping for about that many this year. That's excellent. And then let's see. Oh, I put something in there, and I should have written it down. sweet potatoes, and oh, there's another oregano. Okay, this is part 2. This is my front garden. As you can see, we're only allowed a 4-foot fence, 20 feet after the easement of the road. So let's see, let's start. These are French breakfast radishes. I have a dark red lettuce. Then I have it's called like an Arrowhead lettuce. I'm sorry, I can't remember all the specific names, the different lettuces. I have, in this row, I have 3 different kales. I know the Toscano is one of them. There's a red Russian, Ursa. That's in there, and there's a third one anyhow. I can't remember them all. But it looks like traditional kale. So, and then, let's see, in here, let's see right here, those are the Chinese cabbages, I think they called them Bilko F1s, and they're also there and carry over here. Now, on the very edge of each of these, most of these rows, I should say, is a different cabbage, and I don't remember that variety because I didn't order those seeds. I just picked them up somewhere. I just made these 2 beds today, and in here are those Brussels sprouts that a friend gave me. I'm trying to get the variety name, so I don't have them. And then I'll put my other Brussels over here, and I haven't decided. I think the collards are going in here at this point. Also somewhere I want to put potatoes, but I'm not sure. So in here are those Publix tomatoes that I told you. They're a nice medium-sized slicer. And then this is a black bean, and this is lettuce. I had a row that didn't take real well, and then I did have a little bit of let's see, what was that, kind of a beet, so I'm not sure which beet it was, but it was really dark red. So, and then a couple cabbages, and borage along the fence. So anyhow, that's part 2, and sorry for the dirty fingernails. I've been working for hours today. But anyhow, that's gardening, right? So I can't wait to show you updates of this as it comes along. Okay, just a quick update. There are Jack's Tropicals, music notes. I can't even remember everything that's in there. Some sort of, I think, African Queen and Chrysandas. I might have that wrong, that C word. Anyhow, so that's there. This is the future home of Banana Gardens. So, okay, now far over there, I'm going to start from the edge and go over across the fence. So I've got red Russian kale, I've got a rose, I've got chamomile, I've got cumin, cilantro, then artichokes are in the far corner. I've got borage and nasturtiums, I'm probably killing that name, in the pot, and then dill to the left of the pot. Now, if you look really hard, there are trellises right here and here. This has a purple sweet pea, and the other one has just a regular sugar snap pea. And then I lined all of these, there's 5 of them. I lined them all with mushroom compost, and I put zinnia seeds out. There's also the occasional, like right here and probably behind this tree, there are pineapple starters. And just to the left behind this tree are beets. I forgot those earlier. And then in the clay pot are, let's see, what did I put in? Nasturtium, and I think I put bee balm in there. So we'll find out, okay, right? So one of the first things to get transplanted was our lime tree. And then in the far back corner, let's see if you can see that. Okay, that's our avocado here. It got transplanted too. And then this right here is butternut squash. That was just from the kitchen. It was organic, and so I threw them out, and boy, they are just loving it. So, and then we got 6 yards of mushroom compost, let's see, like 2 days ago. And so I had them dump half here and half in the front. And this particular, I probably need to throw on more, but I didn't want to throw on all of it until I knew if I needed it anywhere else, like in the smaller little gardens or in pots. So that, nope, doesn't conclude the backyard. Okay, so this is the Florida cranberry in the big pot here. And then these are various peppers. They haven't come up yet. And that's okay. And this is the San Marconi pepper, I believe. And then I have mullein, marjoram, lavender, bee balm, basil. You can see that. More basil. None of those took. So I'm about to give up. And then I had cabbage in here, but they're up front now. This is Piper Nigum, which is peppercorn. And in here, let's see, these three are gonna be paste tomatoes. And which ones are they? Oh, I'm sorry, these are the San Marconi. Sorry. So what is the pepper? Forgotten. Oh, red Marconi. Oh, that's funny. Okay, never mind. This is a green, and then I think this is black Vernaissage, or I'm not sure how you say that. It's French. And then these are, oh, 2 things of Indigo Apple. Those are also tomatoes, not real apples. And then I have 2 rows here of collards, tiger collards. They work amazing in Florida soil. And I have daggone Brussels sprouts, but I also had Brussels that are already in the ground from somebody else. These are, I think they call them Sunshine or Sun something. They were just a tomato at Publix that just took off, and so I have a whole row in the front. This is what's left. And then I have, these are Comparis, also from Publix, and they are ready to go out as soon as I have a free day. So, but we've been very busy for the past couple of days. Oh, and I don't want to forget, there's Buddy, our little boxer baby. He's 3 months old. And then I bought myself a really cool hummingbird feeder, because those are probably going to be beans and eggplants and cucumbers. Oh, I got lots of cucumbers coming in the spring. So anyhow, I'm trying to draw the bees in. Thanks for listening.